Every player in FC25 nowadays is using the 4-2-1-3 formation, depending on its fast transitions, creating chances and scoring goals, and you keep losing match after match. But this stops today, because after watching this video, you will not just stop losing to 4-2-1-3 players, but also you will make your team perform very well, creating a lot of chances and defending very well against the 4-2-1-3 formation players. So like and subscribe, and let's begin our video. The first information we know about the 4-2-1-3 is that none of these 4 players in attack come back for defense. They just wait in front, waiting for the ball, so they start the transitions and creating chances and scoring goals. So these 4 players must be marked all the time, when we have the ball and when we don't have the ball. These players must be marked. So the left winger will be marked with my right back, the striker will be marked with 2 center backs, and the right winger will be marked with my left back, and the center attacking midfielder I will put center defensive midfielder to mark him. Okay, now it's 5v4 in defense. You can see if the left winger has the ball, the center back, the right center back can move to help the right back, while the other center back will be marking the striker, so it's 2v1 here. If the right winger has the ball, the left center back will move to help the left back, and the other center back will mark the striker, so it's 2v1 on the right wing. And if the center attacking midfielder or the striker has the ball, it's 3v2 in center. So overall we have 5v4 in defense, which reduce the danger of the front 4 players. Now let's talk about our build-up. Let's say that our goalkeeper has the ball and we are trying to build up from the back. The left winger will be pressing the right back. The right winger will press our left back, so we can't build up through the full backs. The center defensive midfielder also is marked by the center attacking midfielder, and the striker will be pressing one of the center backs, so the other center back will be free. Pass the ball to him, and the only space that it's empty to receive the ball, this space. You can see the right winger is out. The center defensive midfielder will not go to this space, so this space is empty for the center back to pass the ball to. Same if the striker is marking the left center back, so the goalkeeper will go to the right center back, and now the center back has this space to pass the ball to very easy. So we need 2 players, 1 player on each side to be in these 2 spaces. So we will use right midfielder and left midfielder. If we used right winger, he will be so up front and he will not drop deep to receive the ball in build-up. So we will use right midfielder and left midfielder instead. Once our one of them has the ball, let's say the right midfielder, you can now go in this space, no one is pressing you, and you can go and dribble the full back and score. You can cut inside to take long shot, you can go wide to provide a cross. You have a lot of options. And now the striker. If you used 1 striker, he will be in a cage of 4 players. You can see these 4 players is blocking the striker from receiving any ball from the right midfielder, the left midfielder, and from even the center. So instead, we will use 2 strikers. It will be easier for the right midfielder and left midfielder to pass the ball to the striker, and it's 1v1 against center back, dribble him and score. Okay? So we will play with two strikers, right midfielder, left midfielder, and we have five players in the back. Now there is one player is left to put him in the formation, and we finished the first structure. But where we will be putting the last player? We can put another center defensive midfielder, but it will be useless. And we can have a center attacking midfielder here playing 4-1-2-1-2 wide, but it also will be useless because he will be marked with these two center defensive midfielders. So I will use, first let me erase that. Okay, I will use a center midfielder playing 4-1-3-2. Why a center midfielder? First, he will has a free roam to move around the midfield. So in build-up, for example, when the center back has the ball, he can pass directly to the right midfielder, or the center midfielder, you can find him that he will drop here receiving the ball and moving with it, passing to the right midfielder, passing to the left midfielder, passing through ball to the striker, and he also connects the right midfielder with the left midfielder. You can see it's very easy to pass the ball from here to here, here to here, can move the ball in midfield very easily. And you can use him to, with the ball, to go in front. It will be easy to pass to the striker, and it will make this area 3v4. So it's good to break this cage of the center backs and the center defensive midfielders. So the 4-1-3-2 against the 4-2-1-3 formation gives you dominance in every stage. You can see in defense we have 5v4, and in midfield we have 3v2. And when in attack, you can see the right midfielder get up here and the left midfielder get up here, converting the attack into 4v4. So you have dominance in defense, you have dominance in midfield, you have dominance in attack, creating a lot of chances and scoring goals while marking opponent players who can use the fast transitions and make fast counter attacks and score goals against you. And when opponent wins the ball, for example, the center defensive midfielder of our opponent has the ball, you can see the striker is marked, the left winger is marked, the right winger is marked, the center attacking midfielder is marked, and the center midfielder is pressing him. And while pressing him, he is blocking passes to the center attacking midfielder. You can see the center attacking will press the ball holder while he is blocking a direct pass to the center attacking midfielder. So the center midfielder is very important in midfield, in build-up, in defense, and in moving the ball to the final third to create chances and score goals. He is a very important player in against the 4-2-1-3 formation. So pick this player very well. And when it comes that we have to defense back in our third, you can see the center midfielder will come back to help in defense. The left winger, the left midfielder and the right midfielder will come back to help. So we have a 4-4-2 defensive shape, which is very good defensively. So the 4-1-3-2 is the best formation to use against players who play the 4-2-1-3 formation. It helps you through all match stages. Easy build-up, easy to control midfield, very easy to create chances and score goals, destroying opponent counter attacks, and has a very good defensive shape, consists of 4-4-2, very good formation overall. And now let's create this tactic in FC25 game, so you can be ready the next time you face 4-2-1-3 opponent player. Starting with the goalkeeper, he is a sweeper keeper. Both center backs on defender defend, both full backs on full back defend to mark opponent wingers. The center defensive midfielder on holding ball winning, so he don't go up when we have the ball. He just stays back to mark the center attacking midfielder. Both wingers on winger balanced, so he can be wide and available for the center back pass and build up, so he receives the ball without any pressure, and he come back for defense. If you can make him attack, he don't come back for defense, so we need him balanced so he come back for defense. The right midfielder on winger balanced and the left midfielder as well on winger balanced. The center midfielder on deep laying playmaker build up, you can see he has the free roam to move around midfield, so he supports the right midfielder, support and build up, support the left midfielder, go up and provide passes to the two strikers. He is everywhere. And finally, the strikers, both of them on advanced forward attack, so it will be easy for them to receive the ball from the center midfielder or from the winger, and they are 1v1 against opponent center backs. Dribble him and easy goals. You can see the build-up style is balanced, the defensive is high, and here is the code of the tactic to apply it directly to your game and be ready in the next time you face 4-2-1-3 player opponent. And finally, I'm glad you reached here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to get better tactically in the game, this is your roadmap guide to level up your game. Join me now on Patreon and get more exclusive and organized content to be better tactically in FC25. First, we will start with tactical fundamentals, improving your vision to football, not only to the FC game. Then we will dive deep and learn how to build tiki-taka custom tactics to any formation in the game. Counter and direct play tactics, defensive tactics, and how to mix tiki-taka dominance and direct play speed in one tactic after you make good analysis to your opponent during the game. And then we will dive deep to master game techniques like passing, crossing, dribbling, set pieces, and more. You will find the link in the description. Join now and level up your game like never before. See you on the inside.